Ed and Janica kneel to pay their respects. Princess Salah reveals the letter in her hand and immediately begins to talk trash. She tells Ed that while it's normal for common women to cling to noblemen, and she doesn't intend to interfere in his personal matters, he shouldn't hang around low lives. She warns him that things will end up messy if they carry his child, noting she has seen many nobles dragged down by common women. Janica's eyes fill with tears, leaving her unable to speak. As a storyteller, I really wish Lucy were here. She would fry this trash princess and mail her back to the Empire. But instead of getting angry, Ed calmly thanks the princess. He then asks for the real reason she is here. She gets straight to the point. After seeing the letter, she knows having Ed on her side will benefit her. She tells him that Fionia is not fit for the throne and offers her hand, inviting Ed to join her faction. But our intelligent hero replies that even as a Roth tailor, he is not worthy of touching Princess Salah, calmly diffusing the situation. She notes that he flatters her, allowing him to speak, but she knows he has intelligently refused her offer. She tries to pressure him by revealing that his father, Crepin Roth Taylor, is already on her side, and warns him to choose wisely. Ed thinks to himself that this is the exact reason he refused. In the original story, the Frost Princess Salah gains the powers of the evil god while working with Crepin, but is devoured by Mebular after being unable to fully control those powers. Her ending is one of the worst among the characters in Act 4. So, he needs to find an excuse to refuse her. Trying to remain polite, he says, Emperor Cloel's actions have led to a golden age within the Empire. This period requires a benevolent ruler. I have no doubt that Princess Fionia would be able to fill that role. With an angry and serious expression, she asks, "Are you aware that Princess Fionia is not seeking the throne?" He politely replies that even if she isn't, he will wait and stay by her side. He knows dropping Fionia's name is the best way to keep Salah away. Hearing this only makes her sinister desire to claim Ed grow stronger. She tells him she likes taking things from others, and will be watching to see how he does by Fionia's side. Cutting the conversation short, Ed states that he doesn't actually support Princess Fionia, and that this is a misunderstanding. As she walks away, Salah reminds him that the party will last for 5 days, giving him time to think about her offer. With a sinister smile, she promises they will meet again soon. After she leaves, a saddened Janica says that even if she is a commoner, she doesn't deserve to be looked down on like that. She wishes she could have spoken up with boldness like Lortel. She is even more worried that the princess has taken an interest in Ed. Ed tells her to brush it off and asks if she gathered any information from the spirits. With excitement, she replies that Mug found something. Mug noticed a massive amount of mana coming from Crepin's personal study hall. Since the kitchen is located directly underneath it, there is no normal reason for that much mana to be present. They realize they need to inspect it in person, but the study hall is locked when Crepin isn't there, making it a difficult task. Ed confidently replies that they have 5 days left and can take things slowly. He tells Janica she can come to his room whenever she has something to share. She blushes, thrilled that he invited her to visit any time. Meanwhile, Ed thinks to himself about the many things he still has to do, including reading all the letters. To avoid raising Crepin's suspicion, he decides to leave the room. On day 1 of the party, beautiful chandeliers light up the hall. With a 5-day schedule ahead, excitement is gradually building, and everyone seeks to relax a bit before the main events begin. Princess Salah arrives at the party with her butlers. Tanya pays her respects, introducing herself, and Salah wishes Tanya and the Roth Taylor family a bright future as they exchange small talk. Suddenly, with a lustful expression, Salah notes that she sees something really interesting. Ed Roth Taylor has just entered the party hall. Dressed impeccably like a noble prince, he catches everyone's attention. Someone in the crowd, seeing him for the first time in a while, comments that he seems quite burly and is definitely bigger than he used to be. Salah tells Tanya that she has a good brother, and Tanya proudly agrees. Ed approaches Salah and pays his respects. Salah thinks to herself, "Over the next 5 days, you will see many things. She has already gained the support of Pulchus, who arrives in 3 days and is the deputy of Commander Magnus, the man controlling the army. Not only that, but Archbishop Samuel of the Telos Order is on her side as well. She hopes Ed realizes the shifting power dynamics, viewing this as a good opportunity for all of them. On day 2 of the party, a massive carriage carrying the priestess, dragged by many horses, arrives at the Roth-Taylor mansion. The entire political landscape could shift depending on who she chooses to stand with. Knowing this, the ambitious Salah has already made contact with the new Archbishop, Samuel, a close servant of the Saintess. Princess Salah, accompanied by her butler holding a basket of flowers, hurries to speak with the Saintess first, to make a strong impression. However, panicked whispers reveal the shocking truth. The priestess isn't in her carriage. Elsewhere, a butler and a maid bow their heads in fright. The priestess is actually in Ed's room, speaking privately with him. She tells him that this meeting feels romantic, like she is visiting a foreign destination. With respect, he tells her it is an honor to meet, but she cuts him off, catching his hand, and says, "Honor? The honor is mine." She sits joyfully in Arwen Roth-Taylor's room. Ed advises her to act according to her high position, warning that this will draw unwanted attention. She ignores the warning, expressing how happy she is that Ed was reinstated to his house. She promises to teach anyone a lesson if they try to harm him, but he replies that his burdens are his own to bear. Looking at him with affection, the priestess tells him not to say that, insisting they can face it together. Ed is surprised by her words. Nervously, she asks him to use her position to his advantage and stand by her side throughout the party. He points out that doing so will make him look like a weirdo, but she tries to argue back, stumbling over her words. Ed thinks it's impossible to argue with her. Suddenly, with a confident and cute expression, she asks him to be her partner tonight and dance with her. She nervously stammers that it will improve his position, and with a slip of the tongue, admits it will make her look good too. Embarrassed, the priestess confesses that she canceled all other requests just for this one. She begins to walk away, completely flustered. Just then, Tanya steps out from the wardrobe, calling Ed's name in utter disbelief. She is furious. She lists them off. Lucy, Janica, Lortel, and now the Saintess? How am I supposed to act around them? Ed tries his best to calm his sister down. Meanwhile, the Saintess runs out to the garden to catch her breath. Regaining her self-confidence, she reminds herself that this isn't the academy. It's a social gathering. None of the usual rules matter here. She holds the authority, and at tonight's banquet, there is no one who can stop her. Her plan is set. She will make Ed dance with her.